Alright, Cancer or Cancer cross watcher, this is going to be a message for you guys. You may end up hearing little puppy feet as my granddoggy. Oh, there she goes again. There you go. She likes to peruse the grounds and see what she can find and sniffing all around. Anyway, so I know this isn't going to be for everybody. You can reverse it if you need to. Maybe it's for somebody connected to you, but have you ever heard the saying, or maybe you've used the saying yourself, or perhaps this saying is applicable in your own life or has been at some point? There she is. I know it has been in my life, where it's like, you've made your bed, now you gotta lie in it. You ever heard that or used that yourself?
Mm-hmm.
She says yes. That's what somebody's dealing with here. So whoever this is for, I feel like somebody wants to connect with you. I mean, y'all might still be in connection, but y'all don't connect like you used to, or you are not in communication at all. Either way, somebody wants to talk to you about something, or in general. But I'm telling you, the problem here is this person's made their bed, and they're either lying in it now, or they don't want to have to lie in it, and they know that they're not going to hear anything from you, or if they do hear something from you, it's probably not going to be what they want to hear, you know? And so, like, you might not be nice, or you might just be cold altogether, like say nothing, because time's up is how I hear it. Time's up. There's some sort of, I'm getting a few things, okay? These little things that are standing out to me before I started this video, they don't have to be relevant for all of you, but some of you, maybe they're significant. A black star, like an actual black star. That's what I'm seeing. So a black star, I don't know if it's a tattoo or a sticker or what it is. An emblem, a black star, and also vans, like the skater shoe, vans, or maybe an actual van, a minivan or a van in general. But I see like a specific type of shoe, like vans, low tops, even if it's boots, perhaps the boots are flip down boots, like they buckle on the sides, like they flip down, a flip down something, flip down vans. I also see like wide shoes, like somebody may wear a wide shoe here, may prefer wide shoes or have to wear wide shoes. So wide shoes, something like that. Okay, but yeah, that's what I'm getting is you know, somebody wanting to connect with you, but like what I feel from you or for whoever this is for is kind of like, well, for what? What's the point? You know? Now there's going to be different groups of you guys. Like some of you really don't want to talk to this person. Some of you have no tolerance for them. Some of you are straight up like, you've made your bed, now you're going to lie in it. You can deal, I'm hearing you can deal with them now, whatever that means. There's nothing to say. I've no unfinished business. I have nothing to talk about, you know? Now some of you, it's not that, you know, it's not that strong. It could just be where there's a person who wants to talk to you, or they wouldn't mind reaching out to you or speaking to you now, but you're like, why now? Like, I feel like you don't want to speak to anyone, and if you do, it would be very cut and dry, like gotta go, or hi bye, or it's just very matter of fact. It's just very, if like somebody were to ask you something now, whoever this is, you might be like, no. Or yes, it depends on what it is. Like, are you mad at me? Yes. That's it. Click. Or no more texting. Or maybe you'll read something but you won't say anything back, and like no response is a response. I mean, I don't know, whatever it is, I feel like you have zero tolerance here. Or this is reversed, or if it doesn't resonate and you're like, no, this isn't my message, I'm telling you, somebody connected to you is handling a situation with a person this way. But I can't see what happened, like what got it to this point, but all I can feel is that the person who's kind of at the point where they're like done with it feels as if the other person had plenty of time. Maybe I should title it that. They had plenty of time. I mean, depending on what this is for different groups of you guys, depending on like how, if it was bad enough, this may be where some of you is like, I have to limit how much I speak to someone, or how much I see them, or how much I'm around them, if you have to even be around them at all, because I don't want to be connected to this person. Some of you really don't want to be connected to a specific individual, you know, and may even be someone you had a family with, someone in your family, a friend or something like that. That could be a work situation. It's, again, it depends on how, you know, it depends on the person, but for me to get the whole they've made their bed, now they're lying in it, or they don't want to have to lie in it. Lion. Could be a connection to Leo here because I'm seeing lion. Lie in it. Lion. Lion King. Like the store. Lion King? Wait, that's a movie. It's not a store. Food Lion. Food Lion is the store. Food Lion. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, my back hurts. It's like burning. Yeah, that's basically what I wrote down. It's a pretty simple message. I think somebody really wants to speak to you. And if anybody here did make their bed in some way, meaning in the opposite direction of you or whatever happened, and whoever this is, if you think they're not kicking themselves now, yeah. Yeah. I mean, even if this wasn't a romantic thing, somebody is kicking themselves now because you don't want a connection with them. You know? You don't. And some of you, you're not holding on to a grudge. It's not anything like that. And if anything, I feel like you've moved past it. It's like, look, if this is, you chose the way you wanted this to go. Here's what I'm hearing. This person, to you, for whoever's going to resonate with this, unless it's reversed, this person chose the way that the connection is now between you and them. The level that it's at now, you're saying, or someone here saying, was chosen by them. And so you're like, look, I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you want from me. Like you released it. I feel like you released a person. You released caring about it, at least. And, you know, caring about the situation, letting it eat you alive or get to you. But listen, I want to be real with you. Depending on who this is and how this went down, there may be moments when you actually, like, there's like seeds in there. You know what I'm saying? Like there's seeds in there where you might actually still have a little bit of bitterness and a little bit of resentment about it, just because it's like, dude or girl, whoever, it's just kind of like, you just want to shake your head. Like, I'll tell you, on the way here, I'm trying to talk lower because my grandma's sleeping. She probably can't hear me, but you never know. There was a truck. Like, I was in front of my daughter, and my daughter was driving with my other little girl in the car, and my granddoggy in the car with them behind me, right? So, like, I can see all this in my rear view. And there's a truck behind her, and I know what speed limit she's doing because I'm in front of her, and I'm doing the speed limit on the dot. And this truck is like driving recklessly, okay? And I'm about sick and tired of that. First of all, you gotta be careful where you're driving now, and you gotta be careful getting upset with people on the road. You know what I mean? I don't know. Some of y'all watch out for like road ragers. Like, y'all could be driving the speed limit and people around you just raging during this time. I don't know what's going on. There's a reason I'm talking about this here. This literally happened less than 30 minutes ago. Anyway, this truck is like riding her ass. And I noticed she slowed way down because she was, I guess, trying to get him to get off of her. And I started thinking, as a mama, you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, this person has no clue that her mother, like the person who they're trying to like basically bully off the road and cause to get in a wreck, their mother is in front, is the car in front of them. And I thought, all right, think calmly, think rationally, because you got to also protect them, but you're in a pretty rough predicament because you're in a weapon yourself, so you got to keep your eyes on the road. You can't look too much in the rearview mirror. You got to watch your own vehicle. But the car behind me, aka my daughter's car, is carrying precious cargo. It's carrying my children and my granddog. So I'm like, okay. So I slowed down, and I'm like, all right, we need them to think it's me, you know, and then they'll have to pass 2 cars. Well, they eventually did and almost hit her when they went around her. And I had called her, and I was on the phone with her, and I'm like, stay calm, it's fine. She's like, Mom, I was literally doing this feeling. I said, I know what you're doing. I've been watching. And listen, some people, they're going to have to learn on their own. And I'm not talking about my kids. I'm talking about the car, the truck that couldn't, you know. Some people here in this life, it don't matter if they're older than you. It don't matter if they are, I don't care what this, because this truck was like a big old truck trying to run her off the road, you know. And she's in a little car. Some people, they just never learn. They don't care. It's always about them and where they're going and what they're doing, and they only care about themselves. They don't care about anybody else. They were probably not thinking that's a little girl on the road who just learned to drive this past year, you know, 2 children in the car with a little dog. They're just thinking of themselves, being selfish. So some of you have dealt with a person who this person was very selfish, is all I have to say. And you are going to have moments where, because if you think for a second, that the part of me thought, I'm glad I'm in this predicament and not in a different one, because I might actually do something I would regret, because now you're messing with my kids, you know what I mean? And like, well, don't do that. And so I had a moment of like, bad thoughts come through. But I was, you know, I let the angel on my shoulder win, flick the devil off, like, shh, quiet, you can come back later. I'm dealing with the angel now. The angel is keeping me calm. Gotta think like a mama and not think like a convict, you know? Although for a second, honey. You know, so there's like a side in you that's like, some of you may even, now this is not for everybody, but some of you, it may even be over your children. What frustrates you about this particular individual, that's not for everybody. Or children, period. And it may be because, see, she's making all this noise, my granddog. It may be because you're looking at your own child or children or grandchildren or children in general and thinking, how, I don't know how you can live your life like you're doing it now, meaning this person, and be so selfish. Like when I'm over here and basically you may have less patience for someone, whoever this is. There may be a child connection there, and you may be thinking, how could you be so careless and selfish? So yeah, there's a side of you that might want to kick this person's ass. But would you? No. I don't know. Don't. But it's in there, you know? So yeah, to say you're just completely over it is no. I mean, it's wrong. I feel like something that happened here is wrong. Now listen, I don't know the person. I don't know what they've done. I don't know what they didn't do. They might not have done nothing, meaning that's the problem. Abandonment. I don't know. I hope I'm making sense here, because it can go any way, so try to like, but I don't know, some of you, I feel like this is someone you had a family with, or it is your family, someone in your family, or they could have been, but they ruined that, you know? It's just like, and yeah, they would like to have a stronger connection with you or a relationship with you, period. And I mean like, not necessarily relationship, like let's get together, get back together, but just in general, you know what I'm hearing? Let's get together, yeah, yeah, yeah. Parent trap. So it has something to do with parents and kids here. It doesn't have to be, but that's what I'm getting. Yeah. For some, parent trap. Yeah, there's some sort of connection here with children. I don't know. Let's say it's just somebody here who said something really insensitive to you before, and you may be like, you have no clue. You have no clue. Like, whatever this is, I'm just gonna speak in general now. I think that you entirely do not care to have a connection with somebody, or to have a deep connection if you still have to, in whatever way. I think that ship has sailed, and you're on it. You're on that ship that sailed. You're not even waving goodbye. For a minute I thought you were gonna wave goodbye, and I'm like, no. It's like Princess Diana, wasn't she a Cancer? Waving goodbye, you're like, what a little angel she was too. I'm not saying, you know, whoever's watching this, cross-watcher or Cancer is perfect, but what I am saying is, I don't know. I feel like you guys have been around some like real heartless people, and it's been more about them, how they feel, what they want, they're only thinking about where they want to go. Think about the truck, where they want to go, where they have to go, what they want, and they're not taking into consideration all the people who could get hurt or who are getting hurt in their reckless behavior. I'm hearing reckless abandon, so there could be something here to do with abandon or abandonment or Brandon. That's not for everybody, I'm just sharing Brandon. Alright, but I'm going to leave it there for whoever this is for. Yeah, they had plenty of time. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. Unless this is just as simple as somebody here, you know, had plenty of time to do something right, make something right here, make something right with you, tell you how they felt, tell you they were sorry, or just admit something, or admit their feelings, or whatever here, vice versa. It could be somebody who just, they acted immaturely, which we all can, but, you know, over a period of time, you started to, like, lose respect for the whole situation, and you're like, now I just don't even really care anymore, and they know that. I feel like this is someone who knows that, like, it's not a person who doesn't want a connection with you, or who doesn't want a stronger connection if you still have to talk. No, they do. That's the problem. They don't want to lay in the bed that they've made. They don't want it to be the way that it is. But as much as they don't want it to be the way that it is, it as in the connection between you and them, not word lack thereof, you could have fooled me, because the reason it is the way it is right now is because of this person. So yeah, thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.